How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I have for you guys the 40,000 stub signature series pack opening. I am going to be purchasing this pack and opening it in this video right here. It is 40,000 stubs. I think it's pretty worth it. I mean, you have a good chance at getting a rare tier and a mid tier. You have a for sure chance of getting a base tier. You're basically paying 40K for a guaranteed 98 overall at least, and then also a chance at the 99 Kenley Jansen, Votto, George Brett, guys like that. So I did pull the base tier card here in Keith Hernandez. That's who I'm going to be selecting here. I thought long and hard about taking Rick Ankiel. I don't really necessarily want to choose Russell Martin. Not that he's a bad card. I think I'll have a better option at catcher later on down the road. And I think right now this first baseman with solid fielding is going to be the move. Here we have Frank Thomas up in a ranked seasons game, and I definitely hit a lot better against lefties with Frank Thomas. So I'll be kind of trying to look to platoon those two cards. I will be starting Keith Hernandez most likely. I mean, it's crazy to think Keith Hernandez over Frank, but I am going to at least try him out, especially if I'm facing a right-handed pitcher. And then if I am facing a lefty, then I'll go ahead and bring in Frank Thomas off the bench. That is going to affect the defense out there, though. Later on in the game, I would like to have that diamond fielder at first base. He also has a pretty similar swing to that Don Mattingly, who is another diamond fielder who is pretty good. He doesn't have the same contact or power attributes, but definitely a solid card. I'm looking forward to trying that card out. Another card I really want to get is the Kenley Jansen. I also want to try out that George Brett. I'm thinking about purchasing both of those cards off the market before they do go up in price. I think some of these signature series cards that you get out of the pack are going to fluctuate in price. But so far, I mean, this ranked seasons game, just wanted to include one of the last games I played with Zach Greinke. This is before I sold him. I recently sold him in pursuit of that Adam Wainwright 95 overall. I thought long and hard about that as well, and it was tough for me to do because Greinke has been one of my best pitchers, if not the most fun pitcher for me to use this year. And he can also really hit in this game. I mean, earlier you saw him hit a double. This opponent is definitely trying to make a comeback, though. He got one run and then smacked a solo shot on a hanging curveball. That's the one downside about Greinke is his pitches are really nice, but every once in a while he will hang that breaking ball. That's a really looping breaking ball and can be hit pretty hard. But I was able to get the run back with the extra base hit from Tony Gwynn, scores Ichiro from first. And another thing why I'm glad I got that Keith Hernandez is I'm looking to try and use some more lefties in my lineup. I noticed I have a lot of righties. I mean, I'm going up against a lot of left-handed pitchers. I thought Tony Gwynn was going to make that play. Jumped up on that wall. Spider-Man moved there and missed it. I think he might have hit off his head. But anyway, I wanted to get a few more lefties in the lineup, and that's why I'm thinking about that George Brett as well. I used Wade Boggs. He's really good for me and did line out quite a bit, and I think that George Brett's going to play a little bit better. He does have a little bit more power, similar contact numbers, and similar stats at third base there. But I'm interested in seeing and going up against some of these signature series cards, these new ones that were just released, these 9 cards. I am also going to be getting into this event and pursuing that Travis Hafner. I did play some of these games on my live stream on Twitch earlier today. I will have the link posted in the comment section and pinned down below if you want to follow me over there. I've been kind of playing some ranked seasons during the live stream, viewer games, as well as this event. Haven't really got into too much Battle Royale, but I definitely wanted to get this pack opening for you guys. It's been a while since I did upload a pack opening. And I know it's just one pack, but it is a big pack. I mean, 40K stubs. I thought about buying a bundle with it. If I would have gotten one of the higher tier cards, I probably would have opened up an extra bundle just because I wouldn't have had to purchase one, like that Kenley or possibly even that Joey Votto might be a really good option at first base as well if I would have pulled him rather than Keith Hernandez. But I'm still excited to use that Keith Hernandez. He's definitely a good card. I've used the gold one in, I guess, grinding against the computer in moments and stuff like that. The one that you get from Conquest. I've tried that one out. I might have even tried him out in an event recently as well. But definitely, I thought his swing was pretty good. I thought he's a pretty good card. I'm curious to see how he plays on the hard difficulties. He's got amazing contact and vision, so I'm just excited about all these new cards and content that is released into the game. Let me know what you guys got out of your 40K signature packs. Let me know if you're going to buy one. And also let me know if you guys have won one out of a after game reward. I'm curious to how rare those are going to be, and that's also going to affect the price of these cards as the season moves on, as they take those packs out of the pack store and then reiterate them back into the pack store like they kind of hinted at during yesterday's live stream. But anyway, I did talk a little bit about that stuff in my video that I previously uploaded. This game, I did rip a base hit with Johnny Bench. This was right when I got him as well. It wasn't included in the debut video, but I did use this Johnny Bench a little bit more behind the plate, and he is very good for me. So I wanted to include a little bit of highlights from him. There I gave up a solo shot to Ichiro, and now Johnny Bench is up once again, facing a righty. He's going to go ahead and hit a home run. That's going to be robbed by a 360 Ricky Henderson out there, spinning in circles, jumping up and catching that one, bringing it back in a one-run game. That's a pretty big play. I mean, he went ahead and walked my creative player. My creative player has already hit a home run in this game, but Lindor had his back there. And after that game, I had a chance at this Josh Hader. However, as soon as I pressed X, he disappeared right away, and that's something that I wanted to talk about. Same thing with the signature packs. I don't know if those vouchers are just as rare as getting a diamond, but now that we're going to get into the event, I wanted to kind of show you guys the event team that I'm going to be using. I wasn't able to get Magneuris Sierra on the bench or the other guy that I had as a pinch runner or Shimp because some of those guys didn't play in the American League or they're not American League hitters, so I wasn't able to use them. I didn't really put two and two together. I just figured if they're common, I could use them. But anyway, this is going to be primarily the event team. We have Didi Gregorius up here at the plate right here, sending one into the gap for extra bases. I was actually down in this game, looking to make a comeback, and I was able to tie it up. One swing of the bat there ties it up, gets the guy in scoring position, and I'm surprised he was actually got in safely at third base. I thought I was going to be thrown out there as that relay got in rather quickly, but the shortstop kind of double clutched. But then with Chris Davis off the bench as a pinch hitter, I hit a sac fly to left field. I thought that one was going to be a two-run shot, but it was a sac fly. He crashed into the wall, made the play. Later on in the game, I was able to extend the lead by another run. Just wanted to give you guys some highlights from this event. I do enjoy this All-Star Split Squad event. The second one as well. These games are on Hall of Fame difficulty. They did mention during the live stream yesterday that it was on All-Star, but then they did confirm that they misspoke and that these games are on Hall of Fame for these first two events for the All-Star break. The All-Star Split Squad 1 and 2 are going to be on Hall of Fame, and then the Moonshot event is going to be on All-Star. So that's interesting that the event with the higher overall players and more signature series cards is going to be on a lower difficulty. That event should play pretty crazy, but I was able to get that dub there. I was in pursuit of 5 wins. I thought I was going to be able to sell the Travis Hafner for right around 20k stubs. I figured a lot of people would be going for the 5 wins right away and try and sell that Hafner. And actually, at this time that I was playing this game, I think some people had already unlocked him. I think some people had gotten a win possibly from the first Split Squad event that transferred over into the second one when it kind of when the results kind of finished the first event at 12 o'clock noon. Some of the dubs transferred over. I was kind of curious about all that stuff, but anyway, I think some people sold that Hafner for a little bit more than what I was trying to pursue him and sell him for, but regardless, I was able to hit 2 home runs in this inning. I still have to get those 5 wins, so it doesn't matter what the price is. I still have to get those 5 wins, and I'm still competing with a lot of other people that are trying to do the same. So I think this is really cool. I expect some of these cards like the Hafner and the Vizquel to eventually go up in price. Same thing with some of these other Signature Series cards that were just released. They might start off at a lower price, but then as people buy those packs, they're not able to buy them anymore, and you have to unlock them through the rewards. Then they are going to go up, I think. But at the same time, people will always be able to get those throughout the year. So I'm not quite sure. It's kind of interesting, something that's new to the game, so it's hard to predict how these cards are going to be affected on the market. I know a lot of other cards have already crashed on the market. Almost all of them. I mean, including live series cards, everybody's trying to sell to in order to get those 40,000 stubs. If you're not interested in buying that pack, you can always get the players that are inside the pack for maybe a little bit cheaper, or spend the extra stubs and get yourself a guaranteed player that you want. I always think that that's a good option, but I was able to get a few more wins in this event. Went up 1-0 on this opponent with the home run from JD, and then a no-doubter from Didi Gregorius. And that was a nice no-doubter from Didi. This is actually like my first time ever using him, really, so that was my first home run that I hit with them, and definitely a solid hitter, good at shortstop as well. But in this next game, I hit into a double play. I had a chance to score in the top of the first, or actually the bottom of the first, but I hit into that double play. Then the opponent responds with a double into the gap. He got his guy over to third, and then a nice bloop hit with the infield in. Scored him there. He goes up 1-0. Later on in the next inning, he is able to hit a sac fly into shallow left field. JD Martinez coming in, and he is not going to be able to get this ball in quickly at all. He gets in safely with 53 speed. And I got a couple base runners on. I was unable to make a comeback. I ended up losing that one 2-0. So let's go ahead and hop into the other game. At this point, I am 4-1. I'm looking to close this one out for the Hafner. And at this time, he's already dropped down in price significantly. I think he was going for right around 15K at the time I was playing this game. And if as I'm finishing it up, I'm sure that he's going to drop down a little bit more. I was able to hit a grand slam with Matt Chapman there. I did redeem the other 2 vouchers for the Travis Hafner. I went ahead and sold them for 13K stubs. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. I'm College Lefty, and I'll see you guys in the next video with a couple debuts. Peace.